Oh, now we're really close. I think we're live. Hold on. Okay. We got it. All right. This is Spruce Society. My name's Kathy Wotton. I am happy to be in here today sharing my story of how Young Living found me and the products I use that I suggest to women, women of different ages and all ages, and women in general. And so I have a lot I could talk about when it comes to the last 8 years of my journey with Young Living. But I'm going to try to keep it really simple and pretend that I'm possibly talking to someone for the first time, wondering why they don't feel great as a woman at this age. So, my age, anyways. But my name's Kathy Wotton. I am going to be 56 years old this year. And I want to tell you a little bit about my story first, because the way I share Young Living is through my story. And then I share the products, and then I share the business. And so I thought I would focus on those three areas. I don't have notes. I am packing for vacation, and I got this. Okay. So I'm going to try to keep it concise. Feel free to ask some questions when I'm on the road. We're taking a road trip. I will answer them. If you have any specific questions, feel free to DM me and ask me what you think. Private message me if you think you have some questions about how you're feeling. Okay, so if any of this resonates with you guys, we can talk privately about it. So about 10 years ago, I had a hysterectomy. Endometriosis was really, really, really bad. And so my hysterectomy actually ended with, I didn't realize I was going to lose my ovaries, but the endometriosis, once they went in, was so bad that I ended up losing one of my ovaries. Kept my cervix, one of my ovaries, but one of my ovaries, it wasn't doing great. So I was kind of thrown into menopause pretty quickly. During that time, I had, the hot flashes, the night sweats, the brain fog, the lack of kind of enthusiasm for things. But then I started not sleeping well. And when that happens, when insomnia hits, the body starts shutting things down, right, to survive. So, along with insomnia came a little bit of nervous tension. The way I'd like to word it is I'm not a runner. I like yoga. I like walking, but I don't run, don't enjoy it. And I always felt like I kept saying to my husband, I feel like I need to go for a run. No matter what I did, I couldn't expel this nervous tension or energy that I was having. Never had any issues with anxiety or depression. I was running my own business. I run a pottery wheel studio. I was working a lot. I was taking care of kids. I was doing all the things, but not feeling like myself. Kind of entering a room and feeling cloudy. Couldn't really get up. Creativity started to wane a little bit. I found myself not focusing on my creative actions anymore. And so it kind of scared me. And then the thing that brought me to the doctor was I started getting tingling and numbness on my left side. So it would like be in my arm. And then like I would touch my legs, and one leg would feel like it had Novocaine in it. And I touch my head, and I'm like, why am I getting this feeling that I have Novocaine? So I decided I shared that with my husband. He said, check in with the doctor. Checked in with the doctor. Doctor sent me to a neurologist. Neurologist gave me kind of a bleak, like, it could be MS, could be a brain tumor, this numbness and tingling, started to have headaches. Let's look into all those things. So an 8-month stretch of MRIs, EEG, like the checking how my muscles react to things, and wondering, do I have MS? And meanwhile, my symptoms were getting worse, and I was starting to now feel sad about it and stressed out a little bit. no one ever once said, you are in menopause. Let's look at that. Okay, so I think with my one ovary, I did okay for a while, and then it just kind of accumulated, and I was getting all the things, right? Vaginal dryness, the low sex drive, the uninterested in doing things and going places, feeling stressed. And so I did all those tests, went back to my primary care, and he reads on. And this is a new primary care for me. I was in the process. My primary care, who was a DO, had retired and went into teaching, and this person was. So I was in the middle of not really loving who I was seeing and trying to find another DO. And he suggested, since there was nothing wrong with me, that I go on an antidepressant. And so he gave me an antidepressant. I went home, told my husband, he gave me an antidepressant. He's like, for what? You're not depressed. You're not sleeping. That's crazy. Why would you take an antidepressant? It's got to be and I'm like, it's got to be menopause. I think that, it's a delayed. I know I had my surgery 2 years ago, but maybe so I, being pretty annoyed and wanting to feel like myself again, started back exercising, yoga, walking, and then ended up down a rabbit hole of menopause and what it was and what were my hormones doing and what I needed and what was safe and what was not safe and what would help to sleep. And then I started Googling, natural remedies for menopause. What came up, one of the first things that came up was frankincense under my tongue for that nervous energy, for that nervousness, that not anxious, but like that fight or flight that I was feeling. Okay, so cortisol, right? And I thought, frankincense, wow, frankincense, Jesus got frankincense? That sounds good to me. I'm like, that sounds like I started looking up all the things about frankincense and then came across Young Living. Honestly, found it, did some research on it. It was at the top of my list, but because I was like, oh, I didn't really want to sell oils, I just kind of skipped over it, even though it was at the very top of my list as far as owning farms. And God is so good. I end up into the Pottery Wheel studio, and within a few days, this is how Young Living found me. One of my students is pulling out a roller and like under the desk, rolling herself up. And I was like, oh, what are you doing? She's like, it's essential oils. I'm like, tell me about it. And she goes, they're Young Living. And I was like, okay, how do I get frankincense? And so she sold me a starter kit. I started ingesting frankincense. And then I started looking at some of the other research I was finding online. And it was get rid of the fragrances and chemicals, get rid of the fragrances and chemicals. And then I learned about progesterone and estrogen and fake estrogen and building up in the body and how it builds up, even can cause obesity as it builds up in the body. And so I started ripping out the plugins and getting rid of the candles and using baking soda instead of the carpet. And what does clean smell like? Why does clean have to have a smell? Why can't it just not have a smell? Why can't it just smell clean? Okay, so getting rid of all those things because I was pretty desperate to get help. So I was like, this is easy. I can get rid of fragrances in my house. How easy is that? I can use vinegar and baking soda all day long. So that's what I did. But then when I was introduced to Young Living's other products, it's like, oh, Gary Young had a wife. Gary Young had a wife, and he came up with some products that he wanted in. So I was like, I love this. This is great. So Young Living products, what should you use? So when I am introducing myself and my story to another woman, I start with the fragrances and the endocrine disruptive chemicals, the EDCs, because I want to explain to them that oils are not an acute care product. And this is the difference between acute care and holistic care. I've already done all my research, but she's not there yet. She needs some answers too. And this may take time. This takes friendship and confidentiality and being there for another woman who is having some questions about how she's feeling. And so it takes a friendship, right? And it takes trust. So I tell my story and they trust me with some information as well, how they're feeling. And so what I usually say is, listen, I could get you all the oils, right? And get you all the products and get you all the things, but it's not going to help if you're still buying Bath and Body Works stuff and you're still using deodorant and you're still using fluoride toothpaste. And it may seem overwhelming to you, but I would love to help you start making some changes. Let's start with candles. Let's start with fragrance. Let's start with dryer balls. Like this, you want to be able to use your oils. And then what I often do is when I meet with someone and have a class, I always have a catalog with me because so often we think that Young Living is just oils. I show them that it's a full lifestyle. Acute care in this country is, I have a headache, give me something for it. Holistic care is, I have a headache, why do I have a headache? What did I have for breakfast? Have I drank enough water? So when I chat with a woman about how she's feeling, I'll say things like, are you getting enough sleep? How much caffeine do you drink? Are you drinking too much alcohol? What are you eating? Are you getting enough greens in your body? Now, I'm not a nutritional coach, I'm not, but as women, we spend so much time taking care of other people that not until we're not really feeling well do we seek answers and take a step back and go, wait a minute, if I'm not well, I can't take care of other people. And so I start with the Thieves Cleaner. I have these little, I use my oil bottles. You have to leave the little dropper plastic thing in there or it will leak. But I put a little information there. I put my QR code to the Thieves starter kit, and I ask them to start cleaning with Thieves Cleaner. I ask them to get rid of dryer balls and then get rid of fragrances. And then let's talk Progestins Plus. Okay, so that's my first one, Progestins Plus. Let's get you a starter kit and then get you on Progestins Plus. Now, Progestins Plus is a serum that Young Living has created with sweet wild yam and other essential oils to make it bioavailable in the body. Progesterone and estrogen are the two, we have testosterone as well as women, are the two hormones that need to stay in balance in our bodies, okay? And the way I like to think about it is progesterone encapsulates or controls the estrogen in your body, okay? So think about estrogen. I'm a visual person, so I have progesterone and estrogen, I'm wandering around in my body, and progesterone comes over and like, hey, friend, to estrogen, let's hang out. Balance, okay? Natural progesterone is not going to recognize a fake estrogen in the body. So xenoestrogens, these fake estrogens, are what build up in our body with fragrances and chemicals and all the things that have a scent to them that aren't natural, okay? So when you have too much estrogen in the body, progesterone is not seeing the natural estrogen and becoming friends with it. So you need progesterone. Because of the way our world is, guys, once you get your period, you need to be on progesterone. It's a great perfume. It doesn't accumulate in the body. The body will use what it needs and get rid of the rest. So if you are drinking water from the tap or drink any kind of water, fluoride's going into that water, into the soil, and it's wrecking our thyroids, guys. And so we can't get away from all of it. We're trying to do our best, but we need progesterone. So I always say to women, come with me on a journey for the next 4 months. Let's get rid of fragrances. I can give you some, give you some great recipes with your diffuser so things smell good. I can help you make a spray for your dryer balls. Let's look into the laundry detergent. Yeah, sure, use up what you already have. I get it, okay? But let me come alongside you and help you get rid of the things in your home that are causing some imbalance with your progesterone and estrogen. Because progesterone can't do this job if you're not seeing the bigger picture of what's going on in your house, okay? It's not a medicine, and we have to kind of help women with that, oh, this is more of a lifestyle. Your oils complement your lifestyle, okay? They're not they're not a one and done kind of thing. Like, oh, I'm going to take Tylenol for my headache. Oh, I'm going to rub estrogen on my head every time I get a headache, but then I'm going to keep spraying Glade all over the place. It's not going to work. And the reason I do that is because I feel like when you just give oils to people and say, oh, try these oils, I know you're having some headaches and try this and try. I want to get down to why do you have the headache? If you're my age or perimenopausal, which we're going sooner and sooner to perimenopausal, we have 35-year-olds entering to perimenopause because of high estrogens in our soil and in our food and in our products. Puberty's happening sooner and sooner. We're experiencing more issues. You know what we're experiencing, women, more miscarriages, more thyroid issues, more unable to get pregnant. So progesterone can help with all those things, but you have to use it. It can't just sit on your counter. So when I suggest progesterone to someone, they're like, oh, hormones. I don't know. I don't know if I should use it. Yes, use it. Come on, guys. Think of it as perfume, okay? So put it on your bathroom sink, okay? And use it morning and night. Try to find either your carotid artery, thin skin. I put a roller top on it. And I'm telling you, when I'm feeling like I need more, trust your body, okay? Go around your ankles, your abdomen. You want to be using it often and every day. I always say to my women, you can use this when you're pregnant. You can use this if you have your period. Don't worry about cycles. Don't worry about, oh, I got to go off at 7 days and on 3 days. Don't make it complicated, guys. Don't give people their cycles and say, oh, well, when it's high progesterone, you don't need to take it. Don't do that. Just use it. Use it all the time. Use it whenever you feel like you need a lift. If you're not sleeping well, use it at night. Keep it by your bed. If you're feeling like, I get so many comments about how good I smell with progesterone that it opens up a lot of conversations, okay? So use your Progestins Plus. It's on my monthly order every single month. I have it every single month, and I keep it next to my toothbrush. So whenever I brush my teeth, I'm putting on my progesterone, okay? Every time I brush my teeth, remember, it can't accumulate in the body. Don't worry about it. It smells great. You're going to love it. It helps as we are entering menopause, we lose our progesterone, okay? So the progesterone we used to make in our female parts is only made in our gut now, and so that's why it's so important for our gut health as well. The other thing I want to share with you is Endoflex is right next to my progesterone, and so I use this on my thyroid every day as well. So these are my two easy button for my friends after they get a starter kit. These are my two easy buttons. I don't tell them when or how. I just say use it whenever you want. But progesterone, you're not going to see a change. You're not going to see the body get imbalanced for at least 4 months. So I'll ask them during those 4 months, journal. If we're serious about making changes, guys, be aware of what your body's doing. Okay, so those are my two favorite. And then frankincense under the tongue, okay, before bed. Putting a little bit under the tongue of the frankincense vitality, and you're going to find in 4 months that you're sleeping better, that you're calmer, that the hot flashes or night sweats subside a little bit. But those chemicals and endocrine disruptive chemicals, those have got to go, or these oils are not going to be able to do their job. You're making them fight against that, okay? You're not cooperating with the oil. So try to cooperate with your natural products, get enough sleep, eat the right foods. I also put on here a list of things that I start to introduce to my customers. Master Formula, easy button to get all the things, to get the minerals you need, to get the food that you need, and also Ningxia Red. That's another big one. Ningxia Red and Master Formula takes out some of the all the bottles and all the information that people are like, why do I take this? Why do I take that? I have women who are my customers who they take Master Formula for a month every day. They are amazed by how great they feel. So it's an easy button for my husband as well to just open the packet. Great to travel with. So you're supporting your immune system as well. We're finding that PCOS is an immunity issue. Really interesting there, watching that kind of, if we're breaking down the immune system with chemicals, oh yeah, more women are going to have struggles with PCOS as well. So, lot, not enough, too much. Let's recap, okay? Ditching the chemicals, coming alongside people, telling them it's not an easy button, okay? It's a lifestyle of getting rid of the chemicals. When I see a woman in Whole Foods staring at the back of an ingredient bottle, I tap on the shoulder. Try Thieves Cleaner. You can solve all the problems here. We don't need to keep reading labels, okay? Um, get your starter kit, then get your Progestins Plus, put it on twice a day. If you have a young woman in your home that just got her period, she needs Progestins Plus. Make her use it, guys. It works, okay? It works. It can decrease bleeding. It can shorten your cycle. All of that, okay? It works. And then adding Endoflex in when you feel like that person has gotten the routine down of using their Progestins Plus. You can use it when you're nursing. Use it with you're pregnant. You can use it all the time. Some people find that they start to get, sometimes their headaches get a little different when they start Progestins Plus, and I ask them to just push through that, okay? Just keep it up, keep it up. It actually takes probably a year for the body to balance out, but you will see a change in 4 months. And after 4 months of using this, you're like, where's my Progestins Plus? I can't be without it. I can't be without it. So before I came on, I put a little patchouli on. I want to suggest patchouli to all of my menopausal moms out there, menopausal women out there. Patchouli is a great mood enhancer, and you get a lot of compliments on how wonderful you smell when you're out and about. So I put a little patchouli on before I came in. So there you go. Hopefully that wasn't too much, not overwhelming. I hope you'll order your Progestins Plus, guys, and use it. Don't just order it and not use it. Use it. It's the best, one of the best products after Ningxia Red and Master Formula that Young Living has created. So thank you for your time. Thank you for this group, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.